Man, oh man, the Pixel news will just absolutely not stop flowing. We got the full release of Android 14 yesterday, but today we have something that I find to be even more interesting. We have a new beta for QPR1. This is QPR1 beta number 2 for those of us who are running this on our Pixel Folds to have the aspect ratio forcing feature. We have some potentially interesting stuff here to talk about. The first thing I want to show you is that one of the most frustrating things about QPR1 Beta 1, the bug that caused certain applications like YouTube to crash when you went from the cover display to the interior display, well, that has been fixed. As you can see here, we're going to fire up YouTube. Let's turn down my volume and we will go ahead and start playing a video here. And we're going to then open the device. And what do you have here? No crash, no problem. It just opens up and it continues playing. This is exactly how it used to work. And for whatever reason, in QPR1 Beta 1, that was broken. And apparently it was broken in some other applications. I don't really remember offhand what those apps were because they weren't apps that I used, but for YouTube and presumably the other ones, this is now fixed. So just kind of poking around, I'm going to show you some of the things I found so far. We now show the word experimental under the aspect ratio option. I think everything else is exactly the same. I think they've just added the word experimental for whatever reason. Now this next one is probably going to make some people really upset. If you go to display and look under lock display, in the last beta, there was an option right here for continue apps on fold, which basically made it so that if you had an application running on your internal screen, you could close it and it would continue running on your cover display. By default, this only happens if it's a game or a media app with something playing. You could make that be all apps. They have seemingly removed this from this build completely. And yes, I did try searching for some terms and I'm not seeing it. I think it's like legit gone. Maybe it comes back in QPR Beta 3. Maybe they just needed some work on something. There was a bug that we didn't necessarily see, but maybe it's coming back. I don't know. Here's an interesting one. We have a new look for the update page. This looks kind of festive. A fresh coat of paint, as a phrase I keep saying in videos recently. Looks pretty good. One pending update. That should not be right. I just did an update, so that was wrong. There we go. We're up to date now. So that's something new. As for their official changelog, you can read it here. It's just a couple of like bug fixes. Clearly, there's more than just that. They always do this. They'll kind of give you a changelog on something like this, but clearly there were like a bunch of other things that were changed as well. But those are the official bug fixes in there. So I'm sure there's probably more stuff in there than what I'm seeing, but I mean, at least we got that one big, like, frustrating bug fix. That's pretty darn good. And we've already had some other stuff fixed too, like Google Wallet, where you could tap to pay. That's been fixed for a while. So we're in a pretty good, like pretty solid daily drivable state right now, as far as I can tell at this very moment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to use this for the next couple of days, and then I'll probably, if necessary, either do an update video to tell you that there's like more bugs, if there are any, or if we find some more interesting features, maybe I'll do like a top 3, top 5 new features or something like that. Otherwise, if you don't hear about this beta again, assume that's pretty much it. They fixed a few bugs, tweaked a couple of things, and we're on to the next one. So that's where we are, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more content like this, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.